Today I want to show you how to manifest wealth. And the first thing that you absolutely have to do, if you want to manifest more money, if you want to manifest more wealth, and if you want to have financial abundance in your life, is to be clear about why you want to be wealthy. And now you might be saying, yeah, Sebastian, I just want to be rich. I just want to be loaded. I just want to buy the Lambo. Yeah, do you really want that? And it's not just about, do you really want that? It's also about the question, what do you then do with the money that you have, the money that you manifested, in order to raise your vibration and to raise the vibration of other people? Because if you do something with your money that raises your vibration and that raises your level of consciousness and also the level of consciousness of other people, and maybe even when you take it one step further, not just the consciousness level of other people, but of humanity as a whole, because every single human being has this potential to influence the consciousness level of humanity. And I know that sounds a little bit too much maybe for the beginning right now, but when you really dive into it and you look at how one action can affect another action and then another action and then another action. Think about it. If you, for example, say, hey, I want to manifest a lot of money because I want to live an amazing life, nothing wrong with that. Of course, you should first make sure that your needs are met, that your desires are met, because when you are unhappy, when you are broke, you can't help other people. There's this one saying that I love so much. You can't be broke enough to help others, or you can't be broke enough to make other people wealthy, or however it goes. I forgot the saying, but anyway, you get what I mean. The idea that you first have to take care of yourself, and then when your needs are met, then you can be selfless. I, for example, have this goal that I want to do more and more charity projects over the next couple of years. And I don't say that you need to have the same goal, but I want you to think about, why do you want to be wealthy? Because if you just want to be wealthy, if you just want to be rich because you want to flex on Instagram with your new Lamborghini, because you feel so insecure that you need that, then you don't really raise your vibration up to a level where you can, in fact, manifest money. And if you then in some way manifest money, then you will still be miserable. So think about what you will do with your wealth. What are your desires? Not what society wants you to do, not how you can impress someone who you don't even like and who you don't even want to impress when you really think about it. Think about what you want. And then when you have your why, then think positively about people who already accumulated wealth. For example, if I watch someone who's really wealthy, I think to myself, wow, that's amazing, awesome. I'm so happy for this person and I know that I can achieve the same. But that wasn't always the case. In the past, I still remember when I was getting into this whole area of financial education and I watched my first Dave Ramsey videos of people who said, I'm a millionaire and that's how I made my millions and I'm a millionaire. I was watching it and thinking to myself, this person has millions and I don't have anything. And of course, if you are in this energy, then you can't attract money because it always lowers your vibration. Jealousy, envy, negative emotions. You don't want that in your vibration. Instead, you want to be happy for the other person, because when you are happy for somebody who has already accumulated wealth, then wealth will flow to you. And you need to work on your wealth mindset by looking for evidence that you can in fact do it. And this is something that I started early on in my money manifestation career, when you want to call it like that. When I decided, hey, I no longer want to be broke. I no longer want to make less than $2,000 a month with my business. I finally want to be successful. When I made this decision, I educated myself. And there are different ways. One thing, for example, what I just said, I love Dave Ramsey on YouTube. I think he also has a podcast. But I love the advice that he gives. I don't agree with everything, but the idea behind it, I agree with a lot of these things. And another thing that I did in the beginning when I wanted to manifest wealth, I looked into different communities who were, you can say, who were obsessed with accumulating wealth. For example, there's a community called FIRE, which stands, I think, for Financially Independent Retire Early, or something along the lines of that. And the idea is basically that you just don't spend like most people spend their money when you really think about it. All you have to do to be financially free and also to manifest more money is to do the opposite of what everybody's doing. Because most people are stuck in a low vibration, most people are envious about rich people, and most people, as soon as they get a paycheck, they spend it on dumb, excuse my language, but dumb shit that doesn't make them happy and that only serves one purpose, and that's to impress others. And believe me, rich people are not impressed by that. The only people you impress by that are people who also try to impress other people by making them believe that they are rich. So instead of doing that, work on your wealth mindset by looking for evidence that you can in fact do it, and dive into these communities. Learn about wealth, learn about money, and find like-minded people who don't have a negative attitude towards money, but who actually embrace money and the possibilities that money can create. And then decide how much money you want and not how much money you need. Because when you go from this point of how much money do I actually need to survive? I mean, back in the days when I made less than $2,000 a month with my business, I was surviving, don't get me wrong. I mean, I still had enough to eat, even though there was one particular experience where I barely was able to fly back to Germany from Bangkok because my whole business crashed. But in general, I would say I was at least able to survive. But is that really enough? Do you have a high vibration if you just survive? Do you have a high vibration if you go in the supermarket and you think to yourself, oh, I can afford this, but I can't afford the healthy meal? I mean, I've lived on street food in Thailand for such a long time, and it destroyed my health, and it took a while to gain my health back. I will never ever do that again. But back then, I looked at every meal and I was like, oh, that costs $3. I think I take the one with $2. And I don't want to live like that. And I know that you also don't want to live like that. So think about how much money you want. And then when you have this amount, then there's less resistance than when you say that's how much I need. Because need is always neediness, and that's resistance. And when it comes to manifesting wealth, it's so important that you don't have any resistance. And that's why I can highly recommend that you check out the link in the description and find out more about my Money Manifestation Magnet program, which is a 6-week program in which all you have to do is to listen to a daily meditation, which is about 10 minutes long, to reprogram your subconscious mind, to create this new identity of the wealthy you, and to then raise your vibration to such a high level that your vibration is a match to the energy of money. And this gives you the opportunity to manifest large sums of money. And if you want to find out more about Money Manifestation Magnet, you can check out the link in the description. And then I want you to act like a wealthy person, and speak like a wealthy person, and think like a wealthy person. And if you need to read some books about it, it's great. I mean, I've read autobiographies of rich people, and you can do the same. For example, I read the autobiography of the founder of Walmart, and even though I think he's a little bit too nuts, but still it inspired me to say, hey, if that guy achieved this huge success in comparison to what he built, what I want to manifest is just a tiny, tiny fraction of it. In the same way as I look at Elon Musk, I also read a book about him. And when I look at what he wants to do, to send people to Mars and to do this and rockets and all this kind of stuff, when I then think about my own wealth goals and my money goals, and I think to myself, hey, if he can do that, then I can do this, because it's just 1% of what he does. And if this helps you to get in this mindset of, hey, I can in fact do it, there is a way I can manifest wealth, then it's perfect. And if you want me to help you, to guide you, and to coach you on this journey, then you can check out the second link in the description and find out more about Skype coaching with me, because I've helped so many amazing deliberate creators like you to manifest more money and to manifest all kinds of other amazing experiences and things, and I know that I can help you too. The link to that is also in the description. And think about what being wealthy really means. It doesn't just mean to have a lot of money. It also means that you are able to spend your time in a way that you want to spend it. It means that you can have the experiences that you really want. Because money should never be the end goal. Because then you will be 85, have a lot of money, and then boom, it's time to say goodbye. Money is only a tool. I always call it my freedom tool, because money provides you with freedom. Money gives you choices. I mean, I, for example, could move in any country that I want right now. I have the choice. And why can I do that? Because I have the money for a flight. I have the money to rent an apartment. I have the money to do these things. So always think about what it really means to be wealthy. And then ask the universe to provide you with signs that show you that you are on the right path, that you are on the path towards wealth. And again, if you're not quite sure whether or not the universe actually provides you with signs, and if you see a sign and you're not quite sure what it means, that's also something that I often do with my Skype coaching clients, that they tell me about the signs that the universe provides them with, and I then guide them on the right path. And visualize your wealthy future and make it your current reality in your mind. Yes, I know it's not your reality in your physical reality yet, but the reality in your mind, the reality in your heart, the reality in your inner being, how you create this reality, will then allow you to manifest this reality in your real experience, in your physical reality. Even though I personally don't see the physical reality as my reality. But most people do, and if you see it like that, think about it in a way that you create your reality in your mind, and this then becomes your physical reality. And study wealthy people, because it gives you the right mindset, and your energy also changes according to the things that you consume. By consuming certain information, your level of consciousness automatically shifts and your energy changes. Because I can promise you that by listening to me talking about the law of attraction and showing you how to manifest wealth, your level of consciousness gets higher than if you would watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That's just a fact. And that's why it matters so much what you consume. Like I just said, I read books about very wealthy people. Why? Because this allows me to learn what they did, to figure out, hey, it's actually possible to be successful, and to realize that they are only human beings, just like you and me. And if they can do it, we can do it too. And then I want you to love money and love yourself for being able to manifest it. Yes, the more you love money and the more you love yourself, the more you raise your vibration by loving yourself and by feeling better about yourself and about your life. And by loving money, you signal to money, hey, I love you, I want to attract you. And because then money says, oh yeah, this person loves me, I'm going to flow to him or her. This then allows you to be in a high vibration and to be a vibrational match to the money that you want to manifest. And like I said before, if you really want to unlock your full potential of manifesting large sums of money, then I can highly recommend that you check out the link in the description and find out more about my program, Money Manifestation Magnet. I promise you that you won't regret it, because this program will reprogram your subconscious mind to a new, rich and wealthy you, which then allows you in the process to manifest more money. And I invite you to be grateful for the money that you already have in your life, for the wealth that you have already accumulated, because the more grateful you are for the things that are already in your life, the more will flow to you. And if you are grateful for the money that you already have in your bank account and the money that you could potentially already spend, even if it might be a small amount of money, if you are grateful for this money, then more money will flow to you, especially if you combine gratefulness with all the techniques that I shared with you in this episode and with my program Money Manifestation Magnet. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please send out some love to the YouTube universe by giving this video a big thumbs up. And I would also appreciate it if you would leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you.